What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with some more Borderlands 2 for you, and today is Midget Monday, and we are farming some midgets here in Sawtooth Cauldron. I've got a special guest with me today. Who we got?
Killer6 Jr.
That is right, Killer6 Jr., the man himself. You guys wanted him back for more, and so by popular demand, we brought him back, and boom, punch that tire. So that's like my tradition every time I do like farming here on Sawtooth Cauldron. So I have to punch that tire. It's like a tradition for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just got back from a sort of mini vacation here within our own state here in West Virginia, and we went to, hey, you got a midget. We went to a little place called Buchanan in West Virginia, and it was a nice place. It has some state parks up there, and we also visited a town called Philippi, which has some covered bridges. And while we were in Philippi, we met a young gentleman named Brandon. And so Brandon, if you're watching this video, it was nice to meet you. And Brandon noted that I was wearing a Borderlands shirt and a Destiny hat, and he said that he enjoys both those games. So I'd said, oh, that's cool. Well, if you ever, watch YouTube, check me out on there. I'm Killer6. And he goes, dude, I watch your videos. And he also mentioned Jolt's dude, and I was like, well, that's awesome. So, that was really cool to be recognized, even though it's not really something that I strive for. But yeah, pretty cool. Didn't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was like your favorite thing on this trip, would you say?
I would say the calzones. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
We went to Rex's Calzones, which probably nobody's heard of.
Yeah, it was really interesting when we got to the state park, Audra State Park. There was a calzone truck set up right in the park. Hey, we got a pearl. And it landed right on his face. We went to this Rex's Calzones, which they just set up right in the middle of the park, which is very unusual. But the park people had actually asked them to come there because of, for 4th of July, a lot of people would be in the park and everything. So, but yeah, that was your first ever calzone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he definitely enjoyed it. So it's definitely something you'd do again, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So it's always good to try new things, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah, I should try and do that more myself. But I'm old and set in my ways. But yeah, Rex's Calzones, very good. Definitely would recommend that. And they made to order as well, because I'm kind of a picky eater, and that kind of goes back to like what I was saying about I should try new things. But I have this bad habit that's followed me through my entire life, where I'm just extremely picky eater, and I don't mean to be, and I hate that I'm like that. And I'm glad that my son here, Killer6 Jr., is not as picky as I am. So he doesn't have to go through all the embarrassment that I go through when I go out to eat, and I need things a certain way. What I've been told is that it's like a food neophobia, which is a fear of trying new things, and I try and conquer that fear, but I don't know. It's something that's tough. But yeah, whatever. Anyhow, let's not get too much into that. We can cover that in some other video some other time. But as you can see here, I ran out of my Gunzerk, and that's always a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just pull out the grog nozzle and just keep throwing grenades at this guy until my Gunzerk comes back up. And speaking of terrible things, we got a rubberized Quasar. You know what's good about rubberized grenades?
Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing. Speaking of things that there's nothing good about, our good friend Siri. Let's talk about what she did to us.
Though.
Yeah, she's not even as good as a rubberized grenade, because here's what happened on our trip. Siri told us, she got us right to the edge of the state park, Audra State Park in West Virginia, and she told us to take a slight right. And so we did, because like right as she said it, there was a road to her right. So we were like, okay, I guess she knows what she's talking about. But apparently we had lost signal like right there, and she told us to go slightly right. And here's a dramatic reenactment for you. So Siri's like, take a slight right, and we're like, okay. Okay, it wasn't quite that bad. We didn't go off a cliff, but she put us onto this dirt road in the middle of nowhere. And then moments later, she told us what?
To walk to our destination.
She told us to walk to our destination. We're out in the middle of nowhere on this dirt road, and Siri's like, this is where you want to be. So, don't always listen to Siri, because she's not always right. Anyhow. Alrighty, well, that'll do it for us today. If you guys enjoyed this video, what should they do?
Click the like button and subscribe.
That's right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.